Joining us here on the post-game. Railers fall tonight 65-52 to SHG. And Coach, something we were just talking about, in a game like this, I think a lot of folks are looking for answers as to just what happened, but it's a kind of game that maybe brings up more questions. It just wasn't the Railers' night tonight.
Well, first of all, we've got to play some defense, and we had no effort at the defensive end. You know, they had wide open looks all night. When they didn't get a good basket, they were right there for a putback, and you got to be able to rebound, defend, and that's what we've harped on them all week. We're trying to get them to play harder defense, and you know, the first half it was just like, well, basket after basket, you can't stop people. So, you know, we're basically going the wrong way at the wrong time.
Yeah, Coach, we've had you've had teams where defense was the one thing that won games, and it looked like tonight that we've had times where we just like, well, if we can't stop them right now, we'll just try to outscore them. And tonight wasn't the night that they could do that, but you've had teams that have, in the second half or different quarters or the next possession, just say, hey, guys, it's time to buckle down, and we're going to stop somebody, and then we're going to go on a run and win this thing. And tonight it just wasn't the Railer night, especially on the defensive end.
No, you know, and we've really harped on them this week, and they really didn't respond in the practice sessions about how we want to play defense and how we wanted to cover them. And you know, we had everything pretty much to the T on what they were going to do. They're going to spread you and shoot the three, and you know, and they done all that. And you know, we want to wave at them and stop 6 feet short and let them have good looks and so forth. And you know, if you do that, then you're in trouble in our defense. And it only takes one guy to not be playing up to par and playing and doing the things that he needs to do. And if he's breaking down, then that forces other people to cover him. And you know, you just can't do that. You got to have people to play and move and execute your defense as well as you do your offense.
Coach, after the loss on Saturday night to Springfield, getting swept by them, was there a message to try and you wanted to win this one, if for no other reason than to not have another team in the same regional that you would drop 2-2, that when you go into regional play, you don't want to have that psyche of, we've lost 2 to Springfield, now we would have lost 2 to SHG. Was it, you know, effort-wise, was there just something that you could see on the bench early on that it wasn't going to be there, or did you just see, you know, like I said, early on, that something was wrong with the effort tonight?
Well, you know, you can tell the first half, you know, it was second chance shots, they were wide open, nobody within them. You know, they'd penetrate baseline, and you know, our guys got the philosophy, nobody's there, I'm not going down to where I'm supposed to be. And then all of a sudden somebody arrives and you see our guys coming 2 steps late, and you know, that's what happens. And you know, we got to do a much better job of getting to our spots and be ready to play and move. You can't chase this team. They're very well coached, very disciplined, got good shooters, ball handlers. You know, they are a good team, and you know, I think there's 5 teams in our regional that could win it, and we're looking at, you know, playing Morton and Springfield that first round, and you know, it's disheartening right now because you should be in the flow of things and playing your best basketball.
Coach, 2 fouls basically through 3 quarters that the Railers committed, and I know that just from playing and just playing hard, and you're going to get an aggressive foul here or an aggressive over the back or a slap or something on defense, and only having 2 fouls through 3 quarters just relays the message that we weren't aggressive on defense. You know, you're going to get a foul somewhere, or just running over somebody or running through somebody or something, and that's where the Railers have got to get it going, is just being aggressive. And you know, I'm sure if you had an over the back foul on an offensive rebound, no problem for you. And we're just not getting even the aggressive fouls and showing the aggressiveness.
Not at all. They drive baseline, we get out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, just little things like that, and it's not one of them. I'm not pinpointing the blame on any one of our kids. It was a team effort, and you know, that's something that we've got to correct, and you know, it has to be done and pretty quick. So you know, we're going to have to get with it and, you know, do the things that we got to do. And you know, we're going to win games. You're going to win games in March with your defense, and if we don't decide that we have to play defense and rebound, we don't have a chance.
Coach, one player we talked about for SHG that we thought made a big difference early on was Alex Holmes. He did a good job guarding Jordan and taking Jordan out of his normal flow in the offense. And as Josh brought up early in the postgame, Nelson and Smitty are going to start seeing better defenders as we go down the road to Peoria. So nights like this, we're going to have to find the offense somewhere else. Jordan and Nathaniel combining for 41 of the Railers' points tonight.
Well, it's not going to get you where you want to go. And, you know, right now I think Austin is the only one, Kirby's the only one that will even look for a shot. The rest of our guys just got stage fright. And that can't be. We've got to have some guys that can step up and hit shots and be able to do that. And, you know, everybody, when you got two players that have scores like they did, thinks that they should take every shot. If you think those two should take every shot, we're going to lose a lot of basketball games, just downright lose, because eventually it's going to come to the point that our other guys don't want to shoot, and if you don't want to shoot, you don't have a chance. So we've got to have some people stepping up and making some shots. And you know, when you start chasing them, and you know, we basically had to start forcing some bad shots, and when we start chasing them, you put more energy into the defensive end, and you know, it takes away the legs at the offensive end. So it creates a lot of different things and situations in a game when you have to start chasing people and so forth. So you know, we got to get our other guys stepping up and hitting some shots.
Coach, tomorrow night, Eisenhower, a team that you faced down at Collinsville, got a 10-point win over them. It's a team you've faced before, but again, that was a game, if I remember right, that towards the end it was close, and the way this team has been playing, Eisenhower may come in here with a little bit of emotion, thinking, well, if SHG can go in there and win, why can't we?
Well, guaranteed they're thinking that, and they played us tough down there, and they boxed and won us, created a little bit of problem. I thought we solved it towards the end of the game, so we're going to have to be ready to step out and execute and attack it early to get them out of it. And if we can do that, but they've got very good athletes, and again, the way you play is all about the mental side of the game. And Coach Moore, taught me a lot of things, in 1 or 2 years. I think I helped him with baseball a couple years, but his whole thing at the end of the year was, and I really, really believe this, that the kids that want to play into March are kids that want to continue to play and work. There's a lot of kids that can say, well, we're about to the end, we don't have a chance, let's just get it over with. And if you have that type of attitude, it will be over. So we've got to try to, here in the next 10 days, try to get it convinced that, we have the talent and the ability to advance, but until we get to playing together and playing with some fire and things, we don't have a chance, because this group has to play with fire.
All right, Coach, we will let you go after this tough one here tonight. A chance to build momentum back starting tomorrow night against Eisenhower, and we'll be back here with that one tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.